Hi, today I want to show you how to put vinyl on a glass block. I'm going to start with a block. This was purchased at a craft store and it already has the hole. You can buy them at Lowe's or something and they don't have holes and you have to drill them, which is way more than what I'd want to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is make it so it's not quite so clear. I use Stays-On. A lot of people use the spray frost, which I have tried, and I didn't like it as well as the Stays-On, so I went back to this. But the spray frost you can get at Michael's, just with the like with the canned spray paints and stuff. And I'm going to use just the pad to spread it around. Do all the way to the edges, and this just makes it so you can't see the lights that are going to be inside. It doesn't have to be perfect like that. I go all the way to the edges. I could wait for it to dry, but I'm impatient, so I'm going to use a heat gun and heat it just a little bit. You'll see it'll turn, it'll go from a thick white to a more of like a glassy white as it dries. And try not to touch it because I'm really impatient when I touch it and those leaf fingerprints. It will come off, but just not, it doesn't come off as easy, I don't think, as the spray stuff. So I really like it. So then I'm going to swish it over and do the other side. You probably could do one side if you knew you weren't going to see the back. I'm going to actually be doing a Halloween block, and I'm going to put it in my window, and I want to be able to see it from inside and outside the house. So I want both sides done. There we go, all nice and smooth. And dry that side. Try and edit some of that out so you don't have to watch it dry. Okay, so next I'm going to weed my vinyl. If you haven't used vinyl with your Cricut, oh, you are missing out, because this is my favorite. Weeding is just removing the vinyl you're not going to use. Technical term there. And this is Oracle vinyl, which is the same stuff if you buy from Cricut. Their vinyl is Oracle also, but I buy it not from Cricut. Sometimes I buy Cricuts. I cut it on 336. My blade depth is 6. I'll get rid of that. So, I use tweezers usually to get out the stuff I don't want. Probably could save these little pieces and use them on a card or something, but I won't today. This is from the new cartridge. It's pumpkin carving, and I'm using this one and that one. I didn't do the same on both sides because I have twins and they each wanted to pick a different one. So they each got to pick one side, and then I'll do a face on each side. Okay, so I've weeded it now, and my next step is going to be to use a transfer material. I use clear contact paper, but when you get it, it's too sticky, so I rub it on the carpet, or I rub it on, this one with all this blue fuzz was on my blue fleece jacket. If you don't take some of that stickiness away, then you'll have a mess, because it'll just stick better to your contact paper than it does to your project, and that's no fun either. So there's my, I don't know if you can see that. It's on my clear contact paper. And now I can just set my block down, figure out my placement. My block is actually about 4.5 inches, so I cut my square at 4 inches. Should work pretty good, not perfect, but I actually like it a little bit smaller than the block so that you can kind of see it glow around it. And I see a tiny bit of StazOn coming off because I was impatient. I really should have let it dry longer, but oh well. And I'm going to do the other side. This particular thing I probably could just even peel and stick. It's such a simple design, but when you're doing words, which is usually what I'm doing, you really need the transfer paper. I have some other glass blocks that I've done on my blog. They're back around December because I was doing them as Christmas gifts. And they make great gifts. Everybody who got one was very happy. Okay, so banish that. There's that. And there's my second one. Oops, and look, this stays on there. Oh well. Be patient. Okay, so next I'm going to stick some lights in there, and when you buy the lights, make sure you get the kind that are low energy, because some of them can get really, really hot. Maybe because I'm paranoid about fire, but I like these ones. They're the low energy. They're 50 in a string. I got them at Target during the holiday season, and I like them because they have a white cord too, because a lot of them have a green cord. I had got some originally at the dollar store and I did not like them. They had the green cord and they got super, super hot, so I did not trust them. So I'm going to stuff these in there. I hope they'll fit. My other blocks were a lot bigger, so maybe they won't fit all the way. I'm going to make them fit. It kills me. Maybe I'll have to finish that part off screen. I'll convince them that they need to get in there. Alright, good enough. There's a lot of lights in there. And next I'm going to put some ribbon around the outside. The stuff at Costco is just the right width. Love it. This is from Costco. I actually picked it up at a garage sale this weekend, but she bought it from Costco. So cut that. I normally do a bow, but I want this one to kind of look like the tip of a pumpkin, so I'm just going to tie some hemp twine around it. And that's going to be my pumpkin stem. Tie a knot. Maybe a little shorter. That'll be my pumpkin stem, and then there's my little light. And now I'm going to take it into a dark room and take a picture of it with it glowing, and then I'll post that. Thanks.